So St. Mary's outdoor classroom that we're going to have built, I think, is an amazing opportunity for our students to learn in unconventional ways outside the classroom and to really use that space to kind of add great nuances and great experiences to the learning experience. In the junior high theology program in particular, I'm looking forward to using it because it's an opportunity for us to connect to God's creation and to use that space in spiritual ways. So when the students are creating prayer services and when the students are praying with me, going outside will give them the opportunity to connect to nature, to commune with nature, and experience God's presence in a new way. When we are talking about topics that are a little longer, getting outside will give them a chance to get fresh air into them and maybe renewing them a sense of conversation, a sense of what we're talking about, and of course connect to what we're talking about maybe a little easier. Anytime you move students from the traditional to the unexpected or new, it's always a good experience for learning, and having an outdoor classroom gives us the opportunity to do that.
So in our science class, we make sundials, and this outdoor space would be a great place to test our sundials. Plenty of sun outside. Learning outside is educational and fun. Also, research has shown that when you have a class outside, when they come back inside, their focus is a lot better for learning.
Well, as the science teacher for junior high, certainly getting kids outside is an important part of science because science is everywhere. But getting them out, also just getting them to have a change of scenery. So getting them somewhere out of the classroom, it's going to increase attention. They're going to be paying more attention because they're in a different space. But the other really advantage is getting them into an environment where they actually can experience God's beauty. So they're going to be outside with all of the God's creations, instead of being in a classroom where there's fake lights and fake chairs, but being actually in sunlight and having oxygen to actually get to their brain cells and get them excited about learning. So I think from that standpoint, an outdoor classroom is just going to help increase engagement. The kids are going to like it. The teachers are going to like it. It's going to be great to be outside and actually enjoying, again, the weather, the changes, all the things that are happening in that outdoor space. Certainly, I think it also kind of lowers stress levels. If you get kids outside, they're just a little bit happier, even if they're not running around, if they're reading a book, if they're doing an experiment, if they're outside. So I take my kids outside, but I'm taking them out onto the parking lot. So it's not as beautiful, it's not as good, it's not as engaging as being in actually an outdoor classroom that's going to be planned to have spaces for kids to work, to read, to do cooperative learning. All that's going to be incorporated as opposed to taking them out on the parking lot to do that.
I think first and foremost, I think it's going to be an excellent opportunity for children to explore in nature. It just gives them a great idea and a sense of awareness of our world and all the beautiful things that God has given us. And as an early childhood educator, I think this is such an important time for them to be able to experience this and have a hands-on multisensory experience in nature and just connecting with all different types of learners and being able to explore in this awesome, beautiful space.
We are so blessed here at St. Mary's. God has been good to us. I see the hand of God in everything that we do. And adding this new outdoor education classroom is just another layer of the good things that we do for our families here at St. Mary's. I see our children being able to use the space for prayer. I see the children being able to use the space academically, a place that they will just get out in the sunshine and spend time together developing relationships. This corner has been ugly for a long time. And now we're doing something about it, something that will be really good for the students and families of St. Mary's, but not only our students here at St. Mary's, but all the parishioners of St. Mary's. It's a great gathering space for people to be together, to build relationships with one another, to connect with families, to connect with one another. This space will be something that we'll be proud of, and it'll also be good for the community. When you drive by this corner, it's not nice looking. But now what we're doing, it will also be a showpiece for us. And also we're putting new signage in, and that's where you can help. We need to tell people who we are, what we believe. You'll see the cross that's been hidden for such a long time now light up at night. That really speaks to who we are as a people and disciples of Jesus Christ.